So my 4-year-old nephew asked me to draw him Harry Potter, and then he excitedly shouted, "I'll do the legs." Listen, I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything, but have you made sure that your 4-year-old nephew is, I don't know, not, blind? Like, are we sure that your 4-year-old nephew can even see? What are these? Today we're going to be taking a look at the subreddit Kids Are Stupid. These videos are honestly just really fun to make. It's like my favorite subreddit to look at, and they do pretty well usually. I am losing my voice, but I really wanted to look at this subreddit, and I wanted to make a video in the process, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into some kids being absolute dingleberry dork dingle butt dorks. All right, a ripped up $5 bill. Okay, that's pretty sad, but what's the story here? What's the sitch? What's the scoop? A child ripped up their allowance because he wasn't happy with the amount. His mom walked out of her room and saw this. What would you do if this was your child's behavior? Kids are so stupid, dude. Your mom gave you a $5 bill and you're like, I know what this is. This isn't enough money, so I might as well rip this up. Like, you do realize if you get more money and you keep the $5, it adds up, right? Realistically, the little kid was probably sitting there like, well, if I rip it up, then I will have more $5. Duh, that's how that works, idiots. Yeah, way to go, genius. You've now corrupted yourself and ruined your money. Now you're screwed, kid. How are you gonna pay off your debt now? You're 2 years old and owe $500,000 to the IRS, kid. One kid's mac and cheese with a special note here. Make it more orange in color if possible. I don't know, dude. Just kill me. I don't know what's funnier, if the dad told the waiter, I don't know, dude, just kill me, or if the waiter was like getting screamed at by this mom to make sure that the macaroni and cheese is the right level of orange, otherwise the kid won't eat it. And he's like, dude, please just kill me. This lady just screamed at me for 45 minutes about the level of orange that our macaroni and cheese has. But you know, some entitled white mom, some Karen out there, has definitely snapped off and started complaining that the mac and cheese isn't orange enough at a restaurant. An entitled Karen really sitting there in Olive Garden with hoity-toity like, excuse me, do you see this fettuccine Alfredo? It's not even orange. Well, ma'am, that's because Alfredo sauce tends to not be. Did I ask questions? I said it's not orange. Shut your stupid mouth. Where is my orange sauce? So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the waiter. I'm gonna go with the waiter on this one. The story behind this picture has me rolling. Aw, this poor little kid. No! Like, okay, if you laughed at this part, it's funny. Let's see if the explanation makes this funny, because if you're rolling at just this poor kid with, like, all this stuff on its head, you're a bad person. So there's this episode of Hannah Montana where Jackson pretended he lost his memory. So me in the 2nd grade wanted to do it too. I had slipped and fell in the bathroom at school. Then I told my friend I couldn't remember anything. They told the teacher and I went to the nurse. Then I went to the hospital and they were doing hella test. Whole time, I'm faking it. Dude, see, you guys think this is funny. This is only funny if you're Canadian, because if you're American and you don't got that public health care, like, this ain't cute. Your kid just faked a $10,000 hospital visit with all these fake tests. Could you imagine that? You get the hospital bill. It's like, yeah, $14,000 for all the MRIs that we had to do because your daughter was inspired by a Disney television show. I guess this goes to show you Disney people have always been bad influences, all right? Like, even before Jake Paul was on the Disney Channel, Hannah Montana was inspiring kids to, like, fake medical problems to bankrupt their parents. You know how it is. Faking mental injuries since 1954. Kids. I understand your child has accidentally placed an order and you wish to cancel the order with refund. I will help you. Yes, thanks. Just to confirm, are you referring to the Extreme Farts expansion pack? Yeah, that's the one. Yes, IRS, it's very urgent. My credit card has been hacked. $15,000 has been stolen. What was it spent on? Well, sir, Robux. Like, the amount of awkward stuff that kids have probably bought before, but at least be grateful that your kid bought, like, a fart app. That's understandable. Do you understand how much worse it could have been if your kid would have, like, logged into your account and bought something completely unexplainable, and you would have had to explain why you needed a refund for 17,000 gallons of, like, I don't know, silver-colored Play-Doh, like, whatever the heck random kids order. At least yours was just an app, dude. You didn't get 15,000 truckloads of Orbeez delivered to your backyard like some people probably have. I just remembered that when I got my first dog, I was 7 and he was 1, which is 7 in dog years. And I cried when he turned 2 because I didn't think that a 14-year-old dog would want to hang out with me. The dog turns 2 and suddenly starts smoking a corncob pipe and calling the kid son and telling him he'll understand it one day when he's older. Like, if you think about it, though, it is kind of weird that my dog, right, little baby puppy Caleb that I got, he's a puppy, right? But when he turns 3, he'll basically be older than me. So I only have the superiority to tell him what to do for a little bit longer, because once he's like 40, he's never going to listen to a word that I say. I can just imagine this poor kid. He's like, hey, puppy, you want to hang out? It's like, listen, man, I'm not trying to be mean, but I think we've just matured and gone our separate ways, so I don't really think we should hang out anymore. The 7-year-old just bursts into tears, and he's like, hey, kid, it's nothing personal. You're just a little beneath me now. When I was 10, I told my mostly white class that I was Japanese, and a little white girl raised her hand and said, you can't say that. You have to say Asian. And literally everyone agreed. Did the teacher not do anything? The teacher is just letting kids solve it out. This poor kid is like, nah, I'm Japanese. They're like, you can't say that. The teacher is just like, yeah, sorry, you can't say what you are. Yeah, I agree with them. Shut up. No one likes you, Jared. What type of name is Jared? Jared. Today, my son drew in red marker all over his face and then got scared that we'd be mad, so he tried to hide it by wrapping toilet paper around his head like a mummy. And then he promptly ran into a wall and nearly knocked himself unconscious. A comedy of errors every day with this kid. See, it's all fun and games until he goes back to school and his teacher is like, oh my god, how did you get that bruise, Jeremy? And he's like, I was pretending to be a mummy and fell down the stairs and knocked myself out on the wall. And she's like, oh my god, we're gonna get you help. It's pretty obvious to me what's going on here. Like, oh yeah, go ahead. Good luck explaining to the police how your son got a bruise being that stupid. I highly doubt they're gonna believe it. I mean, kids are dumb, but come on, man, that's a new level of dumb. As a 6-year-old, I saw a large woman and her large daughter in a store once. I looked at my larger mother and tearfully said, does that mean I'm going to be fat like you? Honestly, when I think back, I thought I was a lot kinder than that while asking, but kids really have no filter. My husband, as a young boy, used to draw his family as stick figures, and his mom as a circle, and his dad had to tell him to stop. I don't know why this one got me so bad, but something is just so funny about, like, looking at your mom and being like, oh, am I gonna get fat like you? Like, as a little kid who just has no filter. And the worst part is that, like, kids are dumb because they really don't know that they're being hurtful. Like, they really just don't think it's a big deal to say that. Like, calling your mom fat is nothing. And the other one, can you imagine being that savage? Your dad's like, oh, who's the circle? Oh, yeah, that's mom, because she's basically Shamu's cousin, okay? Like, damn, your kid isn't stupid. Your kid is just, like, a savage. Before I had kids, I thought I had a great immune system, but it turns out I was really good at staying away from the type of people who sneeze directly into your eyeballs while telling you a story. Not only are kids stupid, but they're also just, like, really gross. I remember, for whatever reason, back in elementary school, people used to flex about how long it had been since they've taken a shower. They'd be like, yeah, I haven't showered in a week, and, like, they thought it was cool. That's how dumb kids are. They flex about the fact that they smell like death and low-key might be carrying the coronavirus on them. Like, that might be where it originated from. Everybody's talking about bioweapons or, like, you know, labs and bats. Nah, it probably just came from a 5-year-old that ate gum off the bottom of an Applebee's table that had been hardening since 1852. My daughter didn't want to put on sunscreen, so I put her outside and yelled, "Son, get her!" And now she's flipping out. See, if you really want to spice this up, what you would do is lock her outside after you scream, "Son, get her," because then she really thinks she's screwed, and that's when things get interesting. You see her start, like, trying to hide under the 2 trees that are outside with everything she's got. I guarantee you she'll stay outside and learn how to climb a tree if she's terrified of the sun, and that's what we call healthy living. I love how parents are like, oh, why don't you want to go play outside, Timmy? It's like, I don't know, stuff outside can hurt me. I have to wear sunscreen, apparently, to not make the sun kill me, but I can play Overwatch for free. That's why I stay inside all day. My sister just had a baby. She brought her home today, and my other niece was so pissed. She packed up all of her stuff and tried to leave. You really can't even say this kid is stupid. He just knows what's coming. Once you get a younger sibling, you're just out of fashion, man. Once I got a younger sibling, I was basically chopped liver. I don't even know if my parents know my name anymore because the younger siblings are definitely the favorites. So, you know what, kid? I can't even give you crap for this. Run for the hills. My 6-year-old watching me pour Drano down the sink. Them, what's that? Me, it dissolves whatever gunk is clogging up your drain. Them, Cool. Even the screwdriver down there? Me? The what? Yeah, Dad, the screwdriver in the drain that everybody knows about, you big idiot. I feel like kids just go out of their way to break everything humanly possible, so we really shouldn't be surprised that they're just dropping stuff in the drains now. But on that note, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this rendition of Kids Are Stupid. If you did, I really would appreciate you pressing the like button, letting me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the video and all that good stuff. If you really like the content, subscribe. On that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I will see you guys next time with another video. I am out. Peace.
I'm in the streets like it's Tokyo. Girls on me everywhere I go. I'm driving crazy on these open roads. Think I'm smoking cause my eyes are low. 750 in the Utah snow. Yeah, I got that lump from Post Malone. Goes a dog and she wants my bone. I'm a king, watch me take the throne. On my grind, I've been getting all this